Welcome back to the channel. Max Torno here, Nikita Gonkovic. We're chilling a little bit. In this video, we want to answer the question, can really anybody become an entrepreneur? Can really anybody become successful with an online business? Yes or no? The answer might surprise you, actually. So if you're currently thinking about building your own business, becoming successful, being your own boss, being free, traveling the world, this video is for you because we're going to show the options that are possible for the average person. Okay, not for someone who's gifted at entrepreneurship, not for someone who has that in their DNA, really just for anybody, for an average person. Right? So yeah, pay attention. Have you ever wondered whether there's more to life than a boring dead-end 9-to-5 job? Have you ever dreamed about breaking free, traveling the world, making good money, and just enjoying life? No more office dress code, no morning commute, no boss. This channel is for you. So here's to your freedom.
I think to a certain depends what you kind of mean with being an entrepreneur. There's an entrepreneur that makes a couple of millions per month, a couple of hundreds of thousands per month, or a couple of thousands per month. And in my opinion, no, not everybody has what it needs in order to make a couple of millions or a couple of hundred thousands per month. But I think everybody is actually able to get a couple of thousands, a couple of 10,000s per month.
Yeah. I agree. It's a matter of definition for sure. Because some people say, we even say that we're like what we're doing with our beginner clients, with our beginner programs, is get them to their first 10K.
Yeah.
First 10K a month. And what we always say is like, look, if you make a 10K a month, that's a hobby. Yeah. Anything but up to 10K a month is a hobby. And from 20K a month onwards, that's where it's a profession, I would say.
Slowly getting older.
Slowly getting there. So to answer the question, can really anybody make hundreds of thousands of dollars a month? I don't think so. No. And it's not because...
They could, but...
Exactly. It's not for a lack of opportunity. It's more like because most people don't want to.
Yep.
This is really interesting. Most people don't actually want to. Most people, out of our own experience, are happy with around 20K a month. That is where they say that's the ceiling. 20K a month, I'm super happy. I can afford all those stuff. I can afford the video games. I can afford going to vacation, and things like that. But anything above that, because what you do is, the way we're teaching it to our clients is, you can easily make 20K, 30K completely alone.
Yeah.
Right? And if I look at our clients, like around 30K a month, that is where we're like, okay, you might have to start hiring someone to help you out with certain things.
More to branding, hiring, also become more aggressive with the ads now.
Exactly, become more aggressive with the ads. So until 20 to 30K, that's where you can really do it very chill, 30K a month. That's really the ceiling where it can just be you, right? And the thing is, most people say this is fine because they have little responsibility, because it's just them, they don't have an employee, they don't need an office or anything like that, they can just travel. That is where they say, this is fine, it's the best of two worlds. I still get to be myself, don't have much responsibility, and I'm making 30K a month, which is good money. Not for me, good money, but for most people. Now, above that, you want to say, okay, you make a couple hires, etc. So when you want to make 100K a month, that is where you probably have a team around 2 people with you. You could still do that remotely. You don't need an office or anything like that. But it's different. Yeah, you have bigger problems.
More responsibilities.
More responsibilities. Now, some people love that, right? Some of our 100K plus clients, they love it. They're like,
that's what they're in there for, exactly.
Yeah, that's what I'm in for. I got my team, I'm balling. Same for us, right? Same for us. We're doing multiple 7 figures a year now. I love it. I do not want to do things alone. I've been doing things alone for a very long time, and I've also made my 10K a month completely by myself, but I'm like, no, I want to have a team. I want to have a team. I want to have this operation going on, and that's what I like. So can anybody get to that level? No, because they don't actually really want it. Can anybody get to the level of 10K a month, 20K a month, completely average Joe? What do you say?
Of course. It's rocket science or whatever. No, right? In the end, I think to that level, right? Even if you're not the born entrepreneur, you can still make it for sure.
Absolutely. I mean, and we're talking out of our experience. We're not just talking hypothetically, right? Like we've been working with literally hundreds of clients by now. We work with so many clients over the last years.
So many came from a very, very bad foundation.
Most of them. I barely remember anybody saying, oh, they have all this experience in business. Usually it's really just average people that have a regular job and they want to break free from that job. And here's the thing, like, I think Can anybody figure out how to make 10K a month by themselves? No, absolutely not. All right, quick little interlude for our podcast. If you haven't checked out our podcast yet, highly recommend it. It's with Nikita and me. People have been telling us it's very informative and very entertaining. If you like the YouTube videos, but you want to dive a little deeper, you want to have something that you can listen to on the go, you know, when you're commuting somewhere, you're taking a walk, you're at the gym, highly recommend you our podcast. We're going to show the URL here. We're going to put the link down in the description as well. Go click on it right now, subscribe to it, and listen into that. Now back to the video. I see it every day, people messaging me on Instagram. Oh my God, they're like, oh, literally just this morning I wrote with a guy who's like, yeah, Max, blah, 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 I really want to join your program. I've been doing this, I've been doing that for the last year. And I'm like, okay, so what are the results from that? And he's like, oh, I'm doing well. And I'm like, no, what's the tangible, measurable results? Like, how much have you been making? And turns out he's made nothing. He's made no money, and whenever he did make some money, he invested it right back into. He said right back into. And I'm like, well, what did you invest in? And he's like, oh, into a funnel building course, into a brand building course. And I'm like, what brand? You don't even make money. What brand do you want to do? Like, you don't even know what you're selling. What the hell? And this is, again, just an example of what usually people do by figuring themselves out. Like, they're doing it for years, they're doing it for months, never get actual tangible results. They get results by feeling better and knowing more. Yeah. But as I said once before, feeling really confident or knowing a lot about marketing is not an end result. It's not a tangible result. So can anybody figure it out themselves? No, absolutely not. But if you give them the proper step-by-step execution, anybody can get to the end result of 10K a month, 20K a month, as long as they implement these things. So in my opinion, and we kind of talked a little bit about this before off camera, imagine it's like a pipeline. It's a very, very narrow pipeline. On one end of the pipeline, you have just a person with a regular job, hating their 9-to-5 job, for example. And on the other end of the pipeline, you have a person running a successful 10 to 20K a month online business by themselves, being free, being their own boss. And all you have to do is you send them into that pipeline in one end. Yeah. And you get them through that pipeline. You know,
they often want to break out, but if they have someone that kind of pushes them in again.
Exactly. Yeah. That's the point of the pipeline, right? They want to go out. They want to go
left
or right.
And start branding course.
Exactly. Yeah. They want to they have some whack idea, but the pipeline doesn't allow them to escape. Yeah. So they just get pushed through that pipeline. Yeah. It's a very
with some pressure process behind it.
Exactly. You put some pressure on there, and it shoots them through that pipeline.
Some good bars.
It really is like that. So many people ask me, like, Max, what's the ratio of the people that get results? Like, what's the ratio of, like, how many of your clients are actually getting their business? And we always say, look, if they execute, they get results. That is literally it. The only factor that would keep them from getting results within our programs is when they stop implementing these things. Yep. When they start giving up, when they stop asking us for help, they stop implementing the things we do.
And guess what happens then? Because obviously we track everything in our system, and we see if somebody falls off and wants to get out of the pipeline. Yeah. So of course what happens, right back we call them once, we call them twice, we call them 3 times, even 4 or 5 times. But of course if nothing is happening, as a coach, we can only show the door. But if somebody is refusing to go for that, there's not much we can do then.
Exactly. So really, to answer that question, do all of our clients get results? As long as they execute, they will. Because we always make sure to do that. We push them through that pipeline, and it's that simple. Because I think also, like, for many people, making 10K a month or 20K a month is this elusive concept. This, like, you have to do this, and then you have to be lucky, and it's all you have to do. It's the simplest thing in the world. It's like, you're here, do this first, do that second, do that third. The pipeline. Yeah. Push them through. It's a repeatable process. 10K a month is nothing special. 10K a month is the most basic of baseline ever. You don't have to be creative. You don't have to do any. You don't have. We're ranting so hard. You don't have to have a grandiose business idea. You don't need to be lucky. You don't need to know the right people. You don't have to have a funnel. You don't need to have a viral video. It's the most basic of basic things. Is like, do these steps, execute. They've worked for hundreds of people before, and it works very, very well. And what happens is, to stay with the example of the pipeline, is after 10 to 20K a month, the pipeline gets a little wider. This is where the process is a little less narrow, because now you're doing small niche branding. Now you start running ads a little bit, and that is where the process gets a little bit broader, right? That is why we have our advanced programs, for example. Once people get 10 to 20K a month, we get them into the advanced programs to scale them up to 20, 35K a month, from 35 to 50K a month, and so on and so forth. So we always have these different stages, these different sized pipelines that we send people through to get all the way up to 100K. And again, to get back to what we said earlier, some people then stay in the 25,000 to 10 to 25,000 a month pipeline. They say, I'm happy here. I don't want 100K. But again, sometimes we get people who say, what, 100K? What about 200K? Let's go. And then we push them through there as well. That's where it gets interesting for me, because that's where it's a little broader. But anything beyond...
Pipeline gets into a little lake, so to say.
Yeah.
Of course, also as an exit, and then obviously we need to guide them through that lake and tell them, okay, here's the 100K.
Exactly. That's where it gets more fun for me personally. The 10K a month, you could wake me up at 4 a.m. in the morning. You could punch me in the face 3 times. I would still be able to pull it off to get someone to 10K. I'm like, do this.
It's of course also where we become more, when it all becomes more personalized, more one-on-one. And then it just makes sense. Before that, it's not a spectacular process to get to 10K.
And we've made a video about that before too. It's a boring, mundane process to get to 10K. It's not spectacular. It's none of that. So really, I would say, to summarize it, can anybody become a millionaire? No. Because not for lack of opportunity, the opportunity is there, but because they don't want it. Most people want to make 10 to 20K a month and they're happy with that.
Often, by the way, to mention it real quick, it's often they don't want it also they say they want it, but often they don't want it subconsciously. I mean, like for example, why do lottery winners often lose all their money? It's not because they want to lose it, no, because subconsciously they don't think they are the person that can have a lot of money.
Exactly.
That's why obviously they screwed up at some point. And the same with that one as well. They want to be a millionaire, but in the end, not really, because somebody screwed up.
And that's fine too. I mean, you could do a lot of great things with 10 to 20K a month. You can be absolutely free. You can travel the world, etc. So, millions a year, possible opportunity-wise. Not everybody wants it. For those who want it, great. We're here for you. Anything below that 10 to 20K a month, easiest thing in the world. Stick to the pipeline. The process is there. We've done it hundreds of times with people, with our clients before. So when you say this sounds great, you want to get started with 10 to 20K a month, and maybe you're even one of the people that says, oh yeah, you want to scale up to 100K a month, you can book a free consulting call with Nikita here or with me directly. And the way this works is all you have to do is you click down the link in the description, or link that appears somewhere here right now. You click on that link, it brings you to a page. At the bottom of that page, you fill out the application. It takes around 2 minutes to fill that out, and then you can pick the exact date and time where you want us to call you. Now that call is entirely for free. There's no hidden costs. It's a complete no-brainer. And on that call, we'll look at your situation. We'll evaluate what you could be doing. We'll evaluate what you could be offering. Many people call us, they have no idea what they could be offering. They just like the idea of being free. If that is you, we can figure that out together with you on the call. If you already know what you want to offer, that's cool too. We can talk about this on the call. And we'll give you literally a customized step-by-step instructions on how you can get started. If you then say you want to become our long-term client, we can discuss that too on the call. But the call is entirely for free. It's a complete no-brainer. If anywhere in your mind lies the idea of making yourself free, making yourself become your own boss, at some point, that call is for you. The only thing we can really say is that we have limited spots for this call. We do not know for how long we can have the offer for free as we have it right now. So if you've ever thought about becoming your own boss, now is the time for doing that. Book that link, click that link to book the call. Limited spots. As long as the link still works, it means we have a spot open for you. And yeah, anything else to say?
That's it from my side. See you here.
See you there. Talk to you very, very soon. Cheers.
What's up, FBM? I closed my first client. Was 1,200 euros paid in full. So yeah, it feels incredible to know that it's possible, to know that it's real, basically, that it actually can happen. And I'm really happy, and I'm really grateful to all the coaches